What's up, y'all? I'm Lil Schmeat.
I'm Pique Cheeks.
And we're going to answer some most Google questions. First one.
Over here?
Yeah, let's start over there.
Over here or over there?
Over there.
All right. Are the Dookie Boyz related to the Island Boys?
I can't believe that's even a question.
I'm going to go with that.
The Island Boys.
I would body the Island Boys 3-on-1, 4-on-1, dude. I would beat the shit out of the Island Boys. I think we should just move on.
I think there's
I don't
want to deal with this clout chaser type of conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved with that. Are the Dookie Boyz Eminem's ghost writers?
Not afraid.
I didn't want to say it. You know Em's got his reputation and all, but we have been in the cut.
I don't even know that he recognizes us like that, but to be honest, he heard one of our tracks back in the day off of 8 Mile Road. He turned it into Lose Yourself. That's all I'm really gonna say about that.
So
and it's like,
how are you gonna?
Where's our check, dog?
But it's
where's
the real ones know. You know what I'm saying? When you inspire people, there's no point in calling people out because everything we do is just gonna get copied anyway in some form or another. So
it's tough out there. Are the Dookie Boyz?
Are the Dookie Boyz Illuminati?
I don't know that.
You can go ahead and answer that yourselves. This wasn't an overnight success for us. We built this. We've been out here. But I
that's
think
almost
I already know.
I don't know who's Googling this, but it almost feels like we're out here dick riding or some shit. Hell no, I ain't about that. Who the fuck do you think we are?
Exactly.
We're the fucking Dookie Boyz. We came up from the gutter, bro.
To
what?
even ask that is just blasphemous.
But, I can't believe that.
Let's get out of here before I get too mad.
Yeah.
Oh. Are the Dookie Boyz buying the Playboy Mansion? We're not buying it. We do have a timeshare there. We're there a lot, even when it's not supposed to be. But we kind of have an open invite.
Yeah, Hugh has kind of an in for us.
Exactly. I mean, we know pretty much everybody that lives there and that just hangs around there. We made a lot of music there. Hugh's actually got a studio that he doesn't tell a lot of people about, but a lot of legends have been through there. And
he also showed us a couple of his bangers. I'm not.
He does have. You'd be surprised. You know what I mean?
He's got some '80s classics.
We got. Are the Dookie Boyz industry plants? No. We came up on our own. We did this on our hustle.
It's back to the Illuminati question. I'm starting to get hot-headed right now.
Exactly.
Somebody's going to have to hold me back here in a second.
Go ahead and look into it. Internet researchers, do your little fact checks. 100%, nobody we know is like that. And we came up 100%. 100 times 100. People are always going to talk, so it's whatever.
Idiots.
Are the Dookie Boyz performing at Coachella?
Finally.
Yeah, we are actually. We'll be there this year.
You were supposed to be there back when they did the Tupac hologram. We were supposed to be performing with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. And then honestly, right before we were supposed to be on stage, they're like, yeah, you're actually going to be performing with the Tupac hologram. And then as soon as the Tupac hologram came out, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre were like, fuck no, who the fuck do you think you are? And we're we're the Dookie Boyz. What?
Crazy thing is we kind of are the reason the Tupac hologram exists. Our tech guys, the guys that do our stage lighting and our shows.
Yeah.
And it was kind of our idea. But
you kind of know some engineering shit like that too. That's
the label kind of owed us, took that from us. But it's the game.
We got some solo questions here.
Ooh, Schmeaty, what we got for you?
Is Schmeat's Tommy jacket real? Are you?
Billions.
Are you fucking shitting me right now? Who came up with these questions? Who came up with these questions?
What are y'all Googling at home?
This is the most Googled question for Is Schmeat. Of course it's fucking real. You heard me say it. $450, no fucking sponsor. I'm kidding. I actually do have a Tommy sponsor. That's why I wear so much Tommy. That's why I talk about it all the time. But come on, what the fuck type of shit is this? I'm moving on. Is Schmeat wanted for murder? I mean, yes and no. When you're so top tier, top dog like myself, it's almost kind of difficult not to be wanted for something or another. You know what I mean? I'm wanted for lyrical murder.
Murdering bars and beats.
I'm on time. I don't have my watches with me right now. Somebody slept on me, or I probably left them on the tour bus, but I'm always on time. You better believe that. Is Schmeat friends with the Fast and Furious cast? Actually, just the other day, Vin Diesel invited me over Me and Pique, actually, we were in his wine cellar shooting some pool, shooting some Q. You already know, like, bam. Ludacris and I are actually dropping like a joint album like 2024. It's gonna be big, bigger than big.
We'll hope the label drops it, you know what I mean, type deal, but
They probably won't.
Again,
because, I mean, Ludacris is somehow washed in the rap industry right now.
it's one of those things where they keep trying to shelf us, but we're just so transcendent. It leaks and people want it, and
It's
then the label
almost
has
sad.
no choice but to make the money. It's like, that's why they're there, is to make money.
We do
dollar
this
signs.
daily. Is Schmeat the next Marvel superhero? I can't say anything about Marvel, but I mean, all I'm gonna say is, you know, if you know, you know.
Deep cut.
Okay. So, is Schmeat mean to his fans?
No.
Let me go back to this question. I'm not, but if you're gonna sit here and ask me, is Schmeat's Tommy jacket real? I'm gonna fucking beat your fucking ass. I don't take to disrespect very kindly, as I feel like most people won't. For the most part, I love my fans. I take pictures with my fans. I sign my fans' titties. Come on, I'm a man of the people. So next we got, is Schmeat pregnant? Bro, like, I'm about to just...
What are y'all Googling?
I'm pregnant. Is that what you want to hear? I'm fucking pregnant. You put it on People Magazine, put it on GQ headlines. Yeah, Schmeat is pregnant. All right, you want to hear it? Schmeat is pregnant. Drake got Schmeat pregnant.
When did Pique?
Ooh, baby, these could be good.
When did Pique die?
Why?
I'm not dead, but
In the flesh.
I did kind of have a rebirth.
Oh yeah, you're like Muslim now or some shit, right?
I mean,
Born
just like
again
a
Christian?
spiritual rebirth. Like I went on a journey. I did a bunch of shrooms and acid in
that's
the
crazy.
desert, and when I came back, I just, you know what I mean, felt like a new person. I had kind of settled everything.
Yeah, I remember
just
like
ready to,
he
like,
left
evolve.
and he's like, I'm going to Egypt, bro, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll see you in a bit. He comes back and he's just like,
It was
crazy. It
a
was
real
crazy.
spiritual high.
Like
ain't gonna
I
lie.
felt his spiritual high, and I wasn't even high.
It was
crazy.
But it was I don't regret anything. When did Pete go to jail? All right, so this is a bit of a long story. I didn't technically go to jail. I was in a holding cell for about 2 weeks, legally.
Weren't you actually in
Matter
jail
of fact.
with Gucci Mane at the time?
Well, that was the reason. They tried to get me on something, and they were trying to get me to snitch, but it turns out
Wait, what?
somebody else did.
Somebody snitched on you? Or
On
somebody-
me, Gucci, the whole
What?
crew, and the facts were the facts, and they couldn't catch me on anything, and that's why. And then that's why it was like,
But they just held you there?
they held me for questioning for 2 weeks illegally, bro. That nobody even knew I was in the state. Like it was some
that
pretty
sounds
crazy
like-
shit. I can't even really get into it because I don't know.
You just can't.
It's some next, you know what I mean, like connected type. But we'll move on here. When did Pete graduate from Harvard? So about 8 years ago, I graduated from Harvard.
What did you get your degree in?
Robotic engineering sciences. I can build anything, any sort of robot that you need. I can program any sort of, to do any task in the world. They pretty much kicked me out once I was with the robotics crew. We were working on something that was able to mechanical bees, essentially.
And then you turned around and made the Tupac hologram, right?
Well, we did do that, and that's kind of how we did that. And I don't like to get into the story because of the whole label drama,
yeah.
but essentially we're working on mechanical bees as well. When did Pete date Kim Kardashian? So this is allegedly, all right, allegedly. We weren't technically dating. There are a few photos of us floating around from a few months back, but it was just kind of, we were just having fun. You know what I'm saying? It's, people are people, and when you're in this kind of like realm, it's hard to date someone who's not famous. It's hard to go out with someone who's not famous because they just don't understand.
They can't handle the limelight.
Exactly,
all the time.
and it's a lot of like clout vultures and everybody around me just trying to like get in on our shine, and it's like,
Dude, that was a dark time for me personally. We've never been away from each other for more than probably, I'd say, like a week or two. And like Kim Kardashian had him on a fucking
they do, some of the stuff they say is true.
They do some crazy
Kris
shit.
Jenner did try and lock me up in the basement And it's like you don't even realize because the house is so big that you're down there chilling. Like me and Kim were just down there chilling. I tried to go upstairs, door don't open. You know what I mean? It's just
some get out shit.
It's pretty nuts. But when did Pique get a kilo from Pusha T? Just from all parties involved. I'm not gonna speak on that one. I know it's a couple of my bars. You probably can assume some things, but we do live how we rap and shit. But at the same time, like I said, I can't really speak on that. There's just too many people involved, and
dude, I've never seen you do coke.
I don't want to tip anything off or anything like that. And I probably even shouldn't say that. Quickly move on. When did Pique fight in the UFC? So I did do a 2-year stint in the UFC.
Crazy jiu-jitsu master.
I am well versed in jiu-jitsu. One of the meanest strikers. You probably see some of my clips.
Oh yeah.
Knockout power for real.
He's Anderson Silva's mentor.
Yeah, I think I helped Israel Adencia come up. Me and him were working together way back, before when he was still kickboxing.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of his technique and his movement is because of training with me.
Didn't Khabib also want you to dress up as like his pet bear at one point?
He did, but the thing is I'm too quick. It just wouldn't have been realistic. Like bears are a little bit too they're a little bit too big with their movements. They're a little bit clunkier. I'm just too finesse and too fast.
You're more like a
the
cheetah.
way I slip punches is like, you know what I mean?
Like cheetah. Like
exactly.
You barely
like
saw that.
A combo of like some sort of like ascended Floyd Mayweather. It's
crazy.
I don't want to get too much into it, but if you do try and run up on me, just remember 2 years Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
You don't want the smoke.
Not at all. Not at all.
So we got what's the Dookie Boyz? What's the Dookie Boyz favorite vacation spot? To be honest, for me personally, like we've been together a lot of places, but we're both our separate people here. Like let's not put us in a box right now. Like we're both separate human beings here. My favorite place would probably have to be like a Fiji of sorts.
Pretty much anywhere where the vibe is lit is my vacation spot. Like my whole life right now is a vacation. Like we're on tour. Like it's pretty much just been one big party
like
for the past 2
right
years. And to be honest, like I'm not even like looking to go on a vacation. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're trying to vacation, you're fucking up. Like you're doing something
You're not
wrong.
living your life right. Like
exactly.
You're living your 9 to 5. You're just going through life.
Yeah, we vacation everywhere, but tropics. Anywhere tropical.
So what's the Dookie Boyz inspirations? I mean, I'm wearing mine right now.
I mean,
big up
me.
Big up Notorious
I
B.I.G.
inspire myself.
Bro, like yes. Like that's why you're great.
This is where like there's a lot of inspirations musically we've had in the past.
Yeah.
We've been in this game way longer than anybody knows, like 20 years since we were little. But really the inspirations come and go, you know?
Like a number of like, oh, I have top 3 inspirations. Like I hate when rappers do that in an interview. It's like, bro, come on. We know that that's not the case.
That's what I'd be inspired by like the sunset or like an orange, you know what I mean? Anything gets me going.
Van Gogh, Picasso, like,
exactly,
oh, bro, like
dude. that's
true inspiration. What's the Dookie Boyz' real names? I'm not gonna even think about that one.
Pique Cheeks is my real name.
Lil Schmeat is
I've
my
been
real
going by
name.
Pique for over a decade now. I don't even really respond.
I honestly don't even remember your real name. That's how long I've been calling you Pique.
A few years ago, I might have got it switched. It was a really fucked up night, but I do have an ID card that says Pique Cheeks on it, like my state ID. But you know.
And I mean, I'm just in the tabloids so much. You see me like fucking boom, bam, bomb, Schmeat. Like that's just like Pique said. That's like the only name I'll respond to anymore. What's the Dookie Boyz' best song? I mean, every one of them. Every single last one of them.
I mean, everything's a hit. Honestly, if you're sleeping on us, you're wrong. Dead wrong.
The real ones know that every song is a banger.
Some of our classics. I know a lot of people like Assaholics. Shitting on them. That's a fire one.
We be shitting on them. Yeah.
People like it all. I hate to say, like, I don't want to define our hit because we keep evolving, you know? Like, every new song we drop, that's the biggest hit to me. I don't know about you.
I mean, I feel the same way. Like, I have some shit that hasn't even been like, we haven't even leaked or not even leaked, but like Instagram story, TikTok yet. Like,
y'all never will see some of them.
You'll never hear like the real classics that we think are classics because
like
it's
when
just
the
like you
label
got to
gets
keep
it,
the heat for yourself.
They always chop it up anyway, and it's like
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, what's the point of being?
So really, we're only sending the happies in. We don't even send the ones we love. You know what I mean?
Like, I hate to say this, I'm grateful for what I'm in, but Russell Simmons, fuck you. What's the Dookie Boyz net worth? I mean, it's probably going up right now.
I mean, are we talking just the rap? Because to be honest, we are like multifaceted, like business tycoons.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, we are a brand that's like, it's pretty much transcended the music industry.
Hella Dookie Boyz.
Billions. Put it that way, billions.
And then the last one, what's the Dookie Boyz craziest story? Who put this shit together?
There was one time.
Did we tell them about that time?
I think
I know where you're going with
I
it.
think this is what they want to hear.
Okay.
I think that's what they're looking for when they look this up.
r/Dookie Boyz. This one's for you.
But we one time we shut down the studio for 72 whole hours. Literally nobody was coming in or out. We closed it down. I remember Eminem missed his spot. Drake missed his spot. Kanye and Kendrick missed their spots.
Kendrick was actually supposed to.
Well, we were supposed to. We did. I think Kendrick did come in. I mean, it's all a blur.
Right,
Kendrick did come in, throw down some bars for us, and really, I mean, he just vibed out. Y'all never hear it. Pretty much, dude. The whole studio was shut down. Traffic in LA was crazy that day. We literally were right off the interstate, shutting shit down. People were trying to bust in.
We were lucky to like even like be in there and not be touched.
It was, security was, that's when we realized we had to beef up security.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
Like,
that was when it really was like, oh.
Apocalyptic type shit.
It was,
it was unreal.
Yeah, but I would say that we got nice 2 whole albums out of that session. I don't know if you'll ever hear these albums.
Probably not, but.
They're just too
good.
Revolutionary. The way I see it is like, the best musicians are 10, 20 years ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so in 10 years,
exactly
we could drop that
say,
song,
yeah.
and y'all could maybe like catch the frequencies, but right now it's just...
Like, we're in 2045 right now.
Exactly.
Like, you guys are still in 2022.
It's hard to, I mean...
You guys are still in 2016,
down.
some of
it's
you
hard
for
to slow
music.
down, you know what I mean, for the people,
yeah.
but...
Yep.
I guess that's what the label's for. So this has been answering your most Googled questions.
Again, we're the fucking Dookie Boyz, living it up, living lavish, getting it. We got an album dropping.
Soon. Movie dropping soon. Everything.
Merch dropping soon.
Every day, all day. The movie will collab with the album. It's a crossover experience.
We're always on time. Never off.
Dookie Boyz 2022, baby.
Peace and love.
What is up, everybody? You just watched a sketch from KB Comedyverse. I'm Biz.
And I'm Kets. We're up and coming comedians trying to make it right now, trying to make your guys' day better, trying to make you laugh. We'd appreciate it if you liked, shared, subscribed, and turned the noti bell on so that way you're always notified of when we upload, because the YouTube algorithm's a little bit,
little whack, little sus. All the support you can give us right now would be awesome. You can find me on all the socials at FunnyBiz, FUNEBIZ, everywhere except for Instagram. There's 2 Z's. Everywhere else, just 1.
And then for me, all socials at TJ Ricketts, TJ RICKETTS. Thanks, guys.